Aloha everyone, I'm Susan Medowitz with Let'sFeelExcellent.com and the YouTube channel by the same name. This is all you're going to see of me in this video because I want to give you sort of a bird's eye view of what's going on. And here we're going to make raw vegan crab cakes. And they look pretty good. So here we go. This is how I did it. This was inspired by Chef Tina Jo. But I did a few things a little bit different. Okay. Alright, so I took zucchini and I shredded it. And you can see there's some shredded pieces here. But I did this by mistake, but I really liked it. I left some of the pieces in this shape, the sliced shape. And they're very, very thin, and so it worked out okay. And you can see they kind of really look interesting. They really look neat. I think they look a lot better than the regular crab cakes. So zucchini is really wet, so we put it in the towel to dry it, and then it makes it more workable. But I don't really want to handle it that much because the water will come out of it. More water will come out of it. It's just generating water. So I just put the zucchini in here. I've had crab cakes all over the place, and I've had them, every place that does them different. I've had them with corn in them, I've had them with sweet chili in them, I've had them with bell pepper in them, and so everybody has their own twist on how they do it. So I took the best taste that I like, and you know, for me, it's more about the consistency of the crab cake. It's really not about tasting like crab, and I don't think they taste like crab anyway. So I'm going to put some bell pepper that I minced here with a little bit of spicy pepper. Just a little bit, not too much. Just toss it in. Really easy. And I'm going to put some dulse in there. That gives it the taste of the sea. And it's so nutritious as well. I love it. I would put dulse or kelp in just about everything. And you can use kelp if you prefer, if that's what you have. Well, my mayonnaise was out of the fridge a little bit longer. So I made a mesquite flavor mayonnaise with the mesquite flavoring from the, you can see that on the orange salad dressing or the barbecue eggplant. So about a quarter cup. That's going to go in there, and we're going to put probably about the same amount of flaxseed that I don't get the meal already ground up. I grind this up in a coffee grinder. And so that's like the breadcrumbs. So you're going to put your flax, ground up flax, as well as I have some ground almonds. And mix it up and then see if that's the right consistency. I love the taste of these. They're slightly sweet. And they taste like crab cakes. Oh, the other thing that I did is I did not peel my zucchini. I said, you know, I don't. Chef Tina Jo's rationale on that was that otherwise you will have green crab cakes. I like the green and the red in here, and I don't think it's too green. Yeah, that's wet enough. I think that's the right consistency there. You'll see, I'm going to show you how we just make patties. You can use the mayonnaise sauce, the mesquite aioli sauce as a topping, but I found that these were moist enough. You really didn't need it. I don't think you need any topping. And I'm just going to put them in my dehydrator. 105, between 95 and 105 here. That was good enough. That was the setting that was just fine. For 6 hours. It was 6 hours I put them on for. It's not going to hurt them if you just put them overnight, and it's 8 hours. So yeah, I just kind of I tend to form them right on the tray themselves. Oh, that one's going to be a big one. Yeah, so you really don't need, you know, special gadgets to do this raw food. I suppose if you are not really interested in being a raw foodist, but you want to be a vegan and you want to make these things, I suppose you could heat your oven up to like 400 and then just shut it down and put these guys in on a tray. You wouldn't have to grease the tray. Just to bind them together, just to make something that's different than a salad. Although this would be great as a salad too. This is definitely a symbiotic recipe because everything in this recipe needs to work together. There's a little bit of salt in my dressing just via the mesquite flavoring, but other than that, I didn't put any salt in it, and I really wouldn't care to. Okay, should I make 2 small ones or 1 big one? That's always a question. Two small ones. Good, it only took up 1 tray, and it perfectly took up 1 tray, which is nice. Whoops. Whoops. I'll get that later. I've come to like, when I dehydrate, I don't do it often because, the flavors are like cooked food, and I just kind of like the simplicity of the raw food, and I like, I don't really want cooked food, so, which is, happens less and less and less anyway, but I don't really want cooked food, so I don't do too much dehydrating, but it's kind of fun to do little challenging things like this sometimes. Let's wash that off my hands. Okay, so I'm just going to let that rip, and then, like I said, these are the finished product, and they are yummy. They're easy to just pack in a little tote and take for lunch. Put them on a salad. I'm going to put them on what did I make? Paella. That's what I made. The cauliflower rice, which is great. Okay, I'm Susan Nutowitz. If this video is helpful to you, please give me a thumbs up and like it, and share it with your social media and your friends. I would appreciate it. Let's get the word out there. There's also a Facebook page, Let's Feel Excellent. If you'd like to go there, I post more than my videos on there to help you folks out. So if other people are doing blogs on things that I agree with, or that I wished I did a blog on, or that I don't have the information on, then I also will post on there. So you can like that as well. Did I show you? This is how they are. Okay. All right. So I'm wishing you an excellent day. It's evening time here, but I'm wishing you an excellent day. Thank you so much for joining me. Aloha.